Gallipoli. How well I remember that terrible day when the blood stained the sand and no water. When I tell that they called Souffle Bay, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turkey was ready, he primed himself well. He primed us with bullets and rhymed us with shell. And in 5 minutes flat, he'd blown us all to hell. And he blew us right back to Australia. And the band played Waltz in Matilda as we stopped to bury our slain. And we buried ours, and the Turks buried theirs, and it started all over again. Now those who were living did their best to survive in that mad world of dust, blood and fire. And for 7 long weeks I kept myself alive, while the corpses around me piled higher. Then a big turkey shell knocked me arse over tit, and when I awoke in my hospital bed and saw what it had done, Christ, I wished I was dead. Never knew there were worse things than dying. And no more I'll go waltzing Matilda to the green bushes so far and near. For to hang tins and pegs, a man needs 2 legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. They collected the cripples, the wounded, the maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The legless, the armless, the blind and insane, those proud wounded heroes of Souffle. And as our ship pulled into Circular Quay, I looked at the place where me legs used to be, and thank Christ there was nobody waiting for me to grieve and to mourn and to pity. And the band played Waltz in Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. But nobody cheered, they just stood and stared, and they turned their faces away. And now every April I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. Well, I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, reliving the dreams of past glory. I see the old men, all twisted and torn, the forgotten heroes of forgotten war. And young people ask me, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. And the band played Waltz in Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. But year after year their numbers get fewer. Someday no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, who'll go a waltzing Matilda with me?
Call now on 0141 416 1690.
Waltzing Matilda there, it's one of my personal favourites, and it's just a fantastic song. Right about Gallipoli fighting the Turks. It's a fantastic song. I want to talk about the M62 coach bombing as part of the message that we're trying to put across here tonight on the PO Community Radio, that asking loyalists to forgive and forget is never in a million years going to happen. Loyalists will tell our kids what's happened, they will tell their kids, so on, so forth. We've got a caller, folks. I'm going to bring him on live on air. Hi caller, good evening, welcome to PO Community Radio. Can you introduce yourself please?
Hello, I'm Tom from Northern Ireland.
Perfect, welcome Tom.
Yes, I've been listening more or less from the start of the show tonight. First of all, can I say congratulations on getting the rag kept off a flagpole?
Aye, thank
you.
To
all you guys over there, I've been watching that with great interest.
Yeah, it's not been an easy one, but the whole community over here has united for the first time in quite a while against something, and it's worked.
It's great to see. I'm just hoping that it doesn't raise its ugly head over here, which it may well do.
It may well do. It's the whole Easter Rising agenda that they're pushing, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, the topic tonight is forgive and forget.
Yeah.
Not a chance. Where is all this instruction coming from? This is what concerns me. In Northern Ireland here, we're enduring, and I use that word by choice, the constant rewriting of history. You mentioned earlier on about the IRA saying, we gave warnings when we're planting bombs. Well, it wasn't the warnings or lack of warnings that killed people. It was the damn bombs that killed people.
Yeah.
You know, but this is their method of cleaning it up, and this seems to have become acceptable. That whatever excuse they make, then all of a sudden it's the security force's fault.
Yeah, of course. They're trying to justify things.
Yeah, well, they're getting away with blue murder. I mean, there was Donny Morrison just a few weeks ago, caught red-handed, having kidnapped what they believed was an informer. The guy, by pure luck, got away. He got off with a charge because they couldn't prove that the IRA would actually murder him. And he was paid £200,000 of compensation for wrongful arrest. I mean, it's absolutely gobsmacking. It's unbelievable what's happening over here.
Yeah, I mean, £200 for getting wrongfully arrested. That's just
200,000.
200,000, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, 200,000.
It's unreal, isn't it? But that's what we're forced to. That's the pill that we're getting expected to swallow in this country now.
Well, it seems to be that if you're a loyalist, then you're expected just to take whatever crap is thrown in your direction.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's maybe wrong of me to say, but I'm of the opinion that some people in, let's say, loyalism over here have been bought off.
Yeah. Because
certainly going back some years, they wouldn't get away with this nonsense. They wouldn't have got away with it 30 years ago.
No.
There would have been reaction. But now, the silence is deafening.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you're looking for something. When you're looking at all the things that's happening, all the pills that we're getting expected to swallow, you're saying something's got to give.
That's
and
right.
at the moment, what we're looking at, in my opinion, is Republicans don't seem to be budging, and loyalists are now digging themselves in as well.
Yeah.
The government's digging themselves in, so is the police. Everyone's at a standstill, so eventually someone's going to have to give something. and everyone is looking.
Well, you know as well as I
loyalists.
do, Chris, it'll only take the odd wee not so well veiled threat,
Yeah,
and this government will fold.
absolutely.
They'll give them whatever the hell they want. I mean, look at how they're hanging our soldiers out to dry. There's this latest business over Ballymurphy, an inquiry into Ballymurphy about the massacre of these innocent people. They were caught in a gun battle. They were caught in the middle of a gun battle between the IRA, but there's no mention of the IRA in it. So they were obviously only killed with British bullets.
Yeah. Obviously. Well, that's the story that will get told anyway.
Oh yeah, but it's. I mean, take the BBC. It's another thing that sticks in my craw. They're playing their rewriting of history right down the line. Over here, anyway. BBC Northern Ireland. Right down the line, it is totally pro-Republican. Totally.
Yeah. I mean, what you said there about how the government will buckle to the smallest of threats from Republicans. I've said it over in Scotland quite a few times. The reason I believe Republicans get away with so much and they get things on a plate is because the government and the forces are terrified of what they might do.
Yeah.
But there's a problem. If the government's absolutely terrified of what a terrorist organisation can do, instead of being terrified as to what their own people will do, then that's a problem.
Exactly.
Because they're looking at the whole thing all wrong.
Yeah. Well, you guys over there in Scotland are getting the opening shots, if you like, of republicanism through SNP.
Yeah.
It's all very gentle and so forth, all very democratic at the minute.
Yeah.
Well, as we seen during the Indy Ref, it was anything but democratic the way they treated people, anyone who was against them. Well, it's a very short step from that, from some idiot going out with a gun.
Absolutely, I agree.
And I mean, they're both people. They're two faces of the same coin, basically. The Shinners and the SNP.
Well, we are now actually at a stage in Scotland where the links to the SNP and the Scottish Nationalists and Republicans, they're all there now. It's out in the open for everyone to see.
That's right.
So Alex Salmond and another couple of MSPs, they were inside a Republican pub.
Yeah.
There was collection tins there for Republican groups and all sorts, and they weren't caring where they were. They're no longer hiding the fact. We've got the SNP. There was a proposal to fly that Irish tricolour above North Lanarkshire. The SNP were told, the SNP councillors were told by their higher kind of beings within the party that they will vote for the flag to go up. So the SNP councillors didn't even have a choice no matter. I don't think it would have mattered if they had a choice or not. I think they would have still voted to fly the thing.
Yeah.
But they're getting mandated to vote a certain way. Republicans and Nationalists, they're two cheeks of the same arse here in Scotland now.
Oh, very much so.
But what you're now finding is the clever heads within the Scottish Nationalist movement, they are now starting to try and desperately distance themselves from Republicans. But once Republicans are in bed with you, they're in the bed for the night.
Oh, very much so. Very much so.
There is Nationalists now starting to say Republicans are now damaging our movement. But we all know it's like you say, two faces of the same coin. But in Scotland, we're getting it we're getting it so much. People don't really understand how much we're having to endure as well. For Republicans, we're getting Republican parades every second week, and they're getting bigger every second week. The political support for the Republican agenda that's getting pushed is getting more support every second week, and it's becoming really hard to, using the word that you've used, endure it anymore. I think that's why it was promising when we seen the amount of loyalists that were willing to stand up and be counted, so to speak, in regards to the North Lanarkshire. But there has been a couple of reports saying that what's happened in North Lanarkshire may well now happen in Belfast. I think it was the Irish Times that published that one. They were saying this whole business in North Lanarkshire could.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the left at the last minute to try and put the tricolour up at the Belfast City Hall, if it happens, I'll be surprised if there isn't serious violence.
Yeah. No,
Be
so would
serious
I.
violence.